attack more substantial things like the resurrection.
Okay, let's attack more substantial things like the resurrection.
Yo, challenge accepted.
What evidence do you have to support the idea that a man, after being dead for days, rose from the dead?
Everyone buckle up, I'm gonna be quick. God's existence is possible, and thus it is equally possible that he has acted in history. The moral law indicates God cares about what we are doing. It would be better for us to freely cooperate in our moral progress rather than God making us robots. We cannot cooperate without knowing God's plans and intentions. The human race has clearly gone wrong. It's reasonable to expect a definitive revelation from God that contains the information to be made right. And there are several good reasons to believe that this definitive revelation includes the incarnation. If we look throughout history, Jesus Christ is the only one that fits that profile. He's a moral exemplar for humanity. He was a moral beacon of light in his culture, bringing an unprecedented ethic. He proclaimed a divine message from God. That message is the most widely spread message of its kind on the earth. This is what we would expect if God was on Jesus' side. He was regarded as a prophet who often did miracles and taught that he was God. And lastly, he fits messianic prophecy and Jewish prefiguring. This man was crucified, and the miracle of resurrection would be a fitting divine signature. So given the historical and religious context, the claims about the resurrection of Jesus are much more plausible than claims about a random man. Now that we've considered this prior evidence, let's see if the historical evidence confirms this suspicion. The majority of New Testament scholars accept the central historical facts around the resurrection. I will list some of the reasons why along the way. First, that Jesus was buried in his tomb by Joseph after his crucifixion. Two, that his tomb was found empty by women. Third, on many different occasions, many different people experienced appearances of Jesus after his crucifixion. Fourth, the original disciples believed that he rose despite every predisposition to the contrary and immediately proclaimed such.
What evidence do you have to support that is the most probable thing that happened?
It has great explanatory power and scope of the facts. It is plausible given the prior considerations. It only requires one additional hypothesis that God exists. It is in accord with accepted belief, and lastly, it far outstrips any rival hypothesis. There are great reasons to reject the other popular explanations. It would be most improbable that there would be this combination of prior and posterior evidence unless God was behind it. I know I was quick. You can check out other people's work for more, or mine. God bless.